When is The Crown Season 3 released on Netflix? Netflix has still not given The Crown Season 3 a release date, and there have been hints that fans could be waiting a while. There have also been reports that Season 3 will be released in 2019 rather than this year as previously thought. Production is due to be starting very soon in July 2018. The third and fourth installments are being filmed back-to-back. According to The Independent, Season 3 could be hitting the streaming platform towards the end of this year, if previous release dates are anything to go by. The third cycle is likely to be dropped in one go with a total of 10 episodes. In the past, seasons of The Crown have been released on the streaming platform in November or December. Judging by these dates, Season 3 could be available on the streaming platform in either November or December of this year. However, it looks like the release date could potentially be later this year after new star Olivia Colman. She confirmed her start date on The Crown. "I don't start until July, so I know nothing about it yet apart from they said I could do it, so I'm holding them to that," she told the Radio Times. Most recently, Colman admitted that she was still yet to begin work on Season 3 and revealed a secret about the script. Newest cast member Helena Bonham Carter also spoke about getting ready to work on Season 3. She recently told Variety, "I've definitely started prepping." She went on to say, "It's exciting. We start in a few weeks, and I think we're completely terrified. I think also because the first two seasons were such a success, we have the onus of inheriting the responsibility of doing justice to all these genuinely famous people, and then on top of it, inheriting them from this previous generation of actors who've done such good jobs." Will Claire Foy return as the Queen? Depending on how long filming takes and post-production, there could be a wait for the third run. The Crown made its debut on Netflix on November 4, 2016, while Season 2 released on December 8, 2017. Much like most Netflix original shows, it looks likely to air in the UK at 8 a.m. on the day of release and at midnight in America. The release format would be in keeping with the other Netflix series such as Stranger Things. Fans will most likely be able to binge-watch Season 3 in one go when it is released, and there are also likely to be 10 episodes in total in Season 3, again much like its predecessors. Sadly, the existing cast will not back, and instead new actors will be taking over the roles. The Crown was recently hit by controversy after it emerged that Matt Smith was paid more for his role as Prince Philip than Claire Foy, who portrayed the main character of Queen Elizabeth II. However, producer Suzanne Mackie told Variety, "Going forward, no one gets paid more than the Queen." Unfortunately, this won't benefit Foy, who has now departed from the role as part of the cast revamp. Following the revelations, the producers of The Crown were forced to apologize to both Foy and Smith from leaving them embroiled in the dispute of gender pay inequality. Foy has finally broken her silence on the gender pay gap row, saying that she was not surprised at the difference in the salaries. Since the pay gap furor, it's been announced that Foy will be back paid £200,000 for her role as the Queen. What are the Marburg Files? What will happen in The Crown Season 3? Season 2 wrapped up in 1964 with the birth of the Queen's fourth and final child, Prince Edward. So the third season will pick up after this point as fans meet an older version of the monarch. It seems likely that the Queen and Prince Philip's marriage will be explored as it was in the first two seasons. However, it looks like the Queen's children will start to play more of a role in The Crown as they get older, and particularly Prince Charles. The Crown producer Suzanne Mackie confirmed last year at the Radio Times and BFI TV Festival that viewers will meet a young Camilla Parker Bowles. "Peter is already talking about the most wonderful things. We start meeting Camilla Parker Bowles in Season 3, the executive explained." She went on to say, "We have to be honest. Season 3 and 4 are being mapped out, and the closer the history comes, I now can say, God, I know exactly what I was feeling when that happened. I remember that, and I remember this. That's so exciting." The Crown Season 3 cast, but there's a responsibility to it that you want to do it properly, and there's where the weight comes. Not from 7 years, but we've got to keep being great. There's been no word yet on who will play the divisive figure of Camilla, with some suggesting that Oscar winner Brie Larson, Downton Abbey's Laura Carmichael, and even Emilia Clarke in the running. Season 3 also looks set to tackle Princess Margaret's acrimonious divorce following her marriage to Lord Snowdon, played by Matthew Goode, in the second cycle. According to People, the late Princess Diana is going to be making an appearance in Season 3 as well, which makes sense with Camilla in the picture as well. Princess Diana is also reported to be featuring much more prominently in the following 2 seasons, which as yet have been unconfirmed by Netflix. The frontrunner for the role of the iconic royal is said to be Game of Thrones actress Sophie Turner, who is better known as sister to Jon Snow, Sansa Stark, in the HBO epic. Reports in the Sunday Times also suggested that Princess Diana will become more of a focal point in Season 4. Most recently, The Crown saw glory at the BAFTAs after Vanessa Kirby won the award for Best Supporting Actress. It was a first for the streaming platform in that category. Sadly, The Crown missed out on Best Drama, which went to Peaky Blinders, and also fought off competition from Line of Duty and Black Mirror. What happened to Princess Margaret's lover Peter Townsend? Who will be in The Crown Season 3? There have been reports that call the midwife actress Erin Doherty will be taking on the role of the Queen's daughter Princess Anne. House of Cards actor Ben Daniels has been confirmed to be taking on the role of Princess Margaret's husband Anthony Armstrong-Jones. The role was previously played by Downton Abbey actor Matthew Good. Speaking about joining the cast, Daniels said, "After being glued to the first 2 seasons of The Crown, I am beyond thrilled to be joining the cast of this incredible piece of television. Snowdon was such a dynamic and complex man. I'm really looking forward to playing him." There have been reports circling that Josh O'Connor from The Durrells and Peaky Blinders could be taking on the role of Prince Charles. However, the Daily Mail reports are still yet to be confirmed by Netflix. Hollywood actor Kevin Bacon recently hinted that he would like a part in The Crown and was a fan of British TV. Helena Bonham Carter has now finally been confirmed to be taking on the role of Princess Margaret in Season 3. The actress recently made a huge confession about her character Princess Margaret on The Graham Norton Show, saying, "I've got 2 weeks to prepare, so I've got to find her character soon." She quipped, "I'm posh, but not that posh." Speaking about the role, Bonham Carter said, "I'm not sure which I'm more terrified about, doing justice to the real Princess Margaret or following in the shoes of Vanessa Kirby. The only thing I can guarantee is that I'll be shorter than Vanessa." There were previously reports that Helena Bonham Carter will be taking over the part of wayward Princess Margaret, currently played by Kirby. According to reports in the Evening Standard, the 2-time Oscar nominee is all but confirmed to be signing up. Bonham Carter is no stranger to playing royalty, having starred as the Queen Mother in The King's Speech and the title role in the 1986 film Lady Jane. Kirby herself added fuel to the rumors after she posted an image on her Instagram account with Bonham Carter and the mysterious caption, "Honored at the Crown Netflix." The outgoing Princess Margaret star recently spoke about what the royal family thought of The Crown after she encountered someone close to them at an event. There are now going to be questions over who will be playing the role of a young Princess Diana as we see her encountering Prince Charles. The Crown's casting director Nina Gold recently spoke about finding actors to take on the roles of new characters Charles, Camilla and Anne. Speaking to Vanity Fair, Gold explained, "Charles, Camilla, and Anne are going to be pretty interesting characters to follow because they are just coming into their own. We've cast a pretty wide net for these new young characters." She went on to say, "We're looking for a quite wide age range, which is quite challenging. I think we're going from 1964 when we start. Then we have to get him to about 16 to the late 20s. There are a lot of changes in any young man's life at that spread of ages." Andy Harries, CEO of the Crown production company Left Bank, said, "Seasons 3 and 4 will be the test of whether the show really has the legs to survive." He went on to add to Variety, "I think we were the first television series ever to change cast and continue. It's daunting but exciting, and I hope it'll keep the series fresh and really of interest to people, and we will change cast twice." Who will play Princess Diana in The Crown Season 3? Paul Bettany finally spoken out about his decision not to join The Crown after he was reportedly going to be signing up. Outlander and Game of Thrones actor Tobias Menzies has now been confirmed as the new Prince Philip. He previously starred with Smith in Doctor Who in an episode called Cold War. He's also worked with Coleman in the Tom Hiddleston drama The Night Manager. Blackadder, the night manager in House star Hugh Laurie has now been tipped to replace Matt Smith as Prince Philip in the forthcoming run. A source told the Daily Mail, "Hugh's name has been swirling around for a long while now and it hasn't yet stopped. He is the sort of big name that would draw in viewers. He and Olivia were formidable on The Night Manager, and bosses of The Crown would love to recreate that. Other actors have been considered, but Hugh is viewed as the perfect choice. Paul Bettany was linked to the role of Prince Philip, according to U.S. site Deadline.com. While Netflix would not confirm whether the actor had been tapped up for the role, sources confirmed the negotiations to the publication. However, since those reports, Bettany is said to have dropped out of talks due to his busy schedule. Speaking about casting a new Prince Philip, creator Peter Morgan teased at a BFI masterclass that some pretty established actors could be in line for the role. Who is Lord Snowdon's lover? Jack Wei Chan. She said, "I'll have a lovely time, everyone on it is amazing. The voice coaching is impeccable." Broadchurch star Olivia Colman also joining the show will be Line of Duty and W1A star Jason Watkins, who will be assuming the mantle of Prime Minister Harold Wilson. "I am delighted to become part of this exceptional show," he said. Watkins added, "Harold Wilson is a significant and fascinating character in our history, so looking forward to bringing him to life through a decade that transformed us culturally and politically, and excited to working so closely with Olivia and the whole team." Did Prince Philip really cheat on the Queen? Broadchurch actress Olivia Colman will be taking on the role of Queen Elizabeth II from Claire Foy as the show tells the third chapter in the House of Windsor. Her casting was announced earlier this year, told the Radio Times. Foy was just very supportive. She said, "I'll have a lovely time. Everyone on it is amazing. The voice coaching is impeccable." Colman went on to say, "Because they were all amazing, so I'm just full of fear because you don't want to be the one who screws it up." Most recently, creator Peter Morgan revealed to media including Express she's Claire Lovely, and she said, "I can call her anytime." About Colman's casting, "Do you know, the casting director came up with her as an idea and I thought, I don't want to look any further." Who will play Camilla Parker Bowles in The Crown Season 3? The executive producer went on to say, "She was on a list of one and happily, she said yes, so it was an incredibly short casting process." There is no word yet on who will be stepping into Matt Smith's shoes as an older Prince Philip. "We rang her up and asked and she said, 'Oh my God, yeah.'" However, the 35-year-old Doctor Who actor recently said on his replacement, "Well, I don't know. I maybe know. I don't know if I know. I'm not meant to know, but I maybe know." He added on the Seth Meyers show, "If it's the person that it could be, I was just totally flattered. I thought, oh, I'm flattered." What happened to Prince Philip's mother, Princess Alice of Battenberg? Colman has also suggested who she would like to star opposite, saying she would love her Broadchurch co-star and Smith's predecessor David Tennant. "Oh, can you imagine, how much fun? We'd never get anything done, we'd just chat all day." Vanessa Kirby, who plays Princess Margaret, is also going to be replaced by a new actress, and again the identity of the person is a mystery. "That would be heaven," she added. However, Kirby admitted that she wanted to a scene to show the breakdown of the royals' marriage to Lord Snowdon, Matthew Good. "I was so desperate to do further on because it's going to be so fun to enact when their marriage starts to break down. You see the beginnings of that in episode 10, she told Vanity Fair in a recent interview. She added, "I kept saying to series creator Peter Morgan, can't you put in an episode where Margaret and Tony have a big row and she throws a plate at his head? I'm so envious of the actress who gets to do it." Her word suggests that we can expect to see an older version of the Lord Snowdon as well in Season 3. The Crown Season 2 is available to watch on Netflix now.